Hello, this is my review and comparison between the Vornado Model 80X and the Model 810 portable box fans, high velocity box fans. Both of these fans feature timers and kickstands. There is a third version of these, the Model 80, which has no kickstand and no timer. It also doesn't have a display on it either. Now the differences between these two is obviously the cabinet color. This one's like a cream white, and this one's like a smoke gray color. I actually prefer this color. I wish they both came like that. But yeah, both of these, the differences between these two is this one has a 24 volt DC motor, whereas this one has a 5-speed AC induction motor with a split capacitor on it. My line voltage is about 123.5 volts. So we'll go for the running demonstration on this one. I have this one set to the lowest speed. This one's on the lowest speed, so here we go. This is the Model 80X, the DC motor. You can see when you start it up, it speeds up for a second and then it slows down to the desired speed. So we'll go over here, we'll go to the amp draw. 0.2 amp. This is still a very decent speed. This would probably give similar air movement to like a ceiling fan on low in a room, in a small bedroom. It's a pretty powerful fan. Both of these are decently powerful fans. But yeah, 0.02 amps on the lowest setting. And I'll go to the setting that I will typically use on this, which is about 20, 25 for a low speed. Still very quiet. As far as a box fan goes, this one is definitely going to be the quietest one on the market, just because of that speed variation there. It's because of that really low speed. .04 amps. We'll go all the way to the highest speed setting now. I'm not going to test the timer on both of these, but yeah, we'll go all the way up to the maximum speed here. There's about 50% speed right there. The blade diameter is smaller than your normal 20-inch box fan. But however, these fans do deliver. They definitely do deliver for their smaller blade size. Yeah, that's 50% speed. Go to 49 here just to show you something. So I'm going to unplug this fan. For another thing I'm going to show here in a little bit. I'm going to plug in the model 810. Now when you start up the model 810, it's always going to start on the highest speed, which in this case is level 5. So there's the lowest speed right there. As you can hear, it's definitely running faster. It's a more powerful motor, I would say, than the DC. You could also hear the highest speed was also much faster as well. But here's what we got on the lowest speed on this fan. 0.6 amps. We'll go back to the high, well, I'll go to level 3 for the 50%. .74, and back to high. 0.8. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. The DC equipped one actually draws ever so slightly more on high than this. Slightly weaker high speed on this one. This one definitely, if you need power over noise, definitely the 810 is the better option, or the Model 80, since that has the same motor. But for the speed variation, definitely the 80X. Between the two, the one that I would use the most would be the 80X, just because of that very broad speed variation. But yeah, I do wish that this fan was this color, though. That's a much nicer color on this fan. Very interesting. But yeah, as far as contemporary box fans go, these ones definitely get my vote. It's probably the best that you can get. So yeah, that's it for my little comparison and review between the Oh yeah, I forgot to do the little part I mentioned earlier. See, if you, well, that one's off right at the moment, but unplugged. But if I set this to speed 2, for example, and if the power were to go out, and I plug it back in, both fans will stay off. But when you press the power button, this one will immediately go back to high. And that's the same between this and the Model 80 as well. However, with the 80X, if you plug it in, you'll remember it was set to 49. If I turn this on, it goes back to 49. It retains the speed information. But yeah, that's it for my little review and comparison between the Model 80X and the Model 810. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.